Hey,
Hello.
how are you all?
We are playing Keyforge.
Yep, Keyforge. I know we're Half Truth streamer now.
We're half truth mains, but
Half Truth mains. We do play Keyforge occasionally.
yeah.
So
that's what we are playing tonight. P-Rod.
how's it
Code
going?
Red.
Code Red, what's up? Lucky Star.
Lucky Star Kangi.
How are y'all doing?
Pajama Man.
Happy
Purple.
Sunday night to you.
Bearded Archer.
Excited for more Keyforge? I mean, we are.
Yeah. We got Tournament of Champion winners.
Yeah,
They have to.
they got to prove themselves because
They
the
gotta prove
other two advanced, right?
Orcus did. Conphage did.
Oh yeah, but
So
Conphage is not
no.
a
JK.
winner. Yeah,
What's the other? The Worlds Collides one? No, Gasolina.
no, that's not a winner.
No.
You're thinking of Gauntlet. They're thinking of Gauntlet.
Yeah.
You're in
Andres
Gauntlet.
is tonight.
Yes.
Fugitive Adler.
Fugitive Adler did
For whatever reason, I was thinking we hadn't played the Worlds Collide one yet.
Over some
We're playing the
banging
Worlds
games.
Collide one tonight.
There probably are some banging games. All right,
Yeah.
we got Nibirius versus Zelda first off.
Okay.
So Zelda was one of the voted in ones, and it's pretty fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, you bought Half Truth this week because of the stream. Nice. I hope you told Ken Jennings that we sold you a copy of Half Truths. It's probably a good like family game.
Yeah, it's ended up being a lot of fun. So, all right, Zelda.
Sponsor us, you cowards.
Keyforge.
Keyforge. Yes, that seems like something that UKers would do.
It's like Keyforge, but Forge has like a U in it or something. Too much to protect. Oh. I don't know if Nibirius really likes seeing too much to protect.
I never know what to think of Nibirius until like it starts just hitting the table with stuff.
Yeah, I think Nibirius is not a consistent deck, which is why 2 out of 3 is like a perfect environment for it.
Yep.
Because I've played Nibirius, and when you draw like 5 Brobnar and 5 Dis, and you see none of your logos, and you see like your 2 or 3 worst logos cards first, Nibirius feels like a terrible deck. But when you are like exhuming Time Traveler like 3 times, then Nibirius feels like the most broken thing you could possibly be playing. So not a consistent deck, but one capable of huge plays. So I think mulliganing is probably the most important thing with Nibirius. It's to try to get one of those hands early. I think you always did better with Nibirius.
I would draw the you yourself most of the time. Yeah,
you would draw like the nut stuff with Nibirius, and then I could never get it to like behave.
All you have to do is get to Time Traveler early, because like you get him so many times off Exhumes and Archimedes and stuff.
Right.
Will you first?
Yes. Okay. This deck doesn't have a ton of Amber control, so it's one of those things where
this is
you have to have the fast hands to actually win the game.
I think this is all of the Amber control in the deck.
Xeno Training, Quadricorder, Too Much to Protect, Ronnie,
and
plus
Hugger Mugger.
A Hugger Mugger.
I think I got a mulligan that.
Yeah, I think you gotta ship that back.
Yeah.
You don't want the Too Much to Protect in your hand, but you don't want your opponent to see the Too Much to Protect.
Yeah, and I don't want to be forced to play it early, and I don't want to have to hold it either.
Yeah. Thank you, Code Red.
You both shake.
I think we've established the we've established the rapport that we need to remind me to start bets without me getting angry at being reminded to start bets.
Just gotta start shaking.
I had a 3-card Dis, 3-card Brobnar, 1 Logos card starting hand, so I feel like that's a good mulligan. It was Rock Hurling Giant, who I do love. It did have Dust Imp and Bouncing Death Quark, so not bad stuff. Okay, I'll say Logos. I'll play Quantum Finger Trap.
I'll say Logos. I'll play Igor. Get these cards. Okay, discard Zap and Plasmate. I'll play Tau Vapors. And archive a card. And I'll play Hapsis. Your turn.
Alright, I will say Logos. So I'm going to standardize testing and poke.
What you poking?
Nothing.
Oh,
because
they're
it's all.
Yep.
I'll draw two.
Alright, I'll say Shadows. I'm going to Hawk the Finger Trap. I will play Javinda and a Yancey Gang and a Ronnie. Steal one. Your turn.
Alright, I am going to say Dis. I am going to play Shadows, so everybody's blank. I am going to play 2 Exhumes, not when you want to draw these. And I have to play those now so that I can discard the Pit Lord.
See.
So it's the classic. This is the Nathan draw with Nibirius.
Yeah.
Where I just.
Alright, I'll say Shadows. I'll play Keyforge. I will play a Vinda, and I will Reap with these 3 since they're blank.
Okay.
And say check with 7.
Alright, I am going to say Brobnar. I am going to Blood Money the Yancey Gang. I am going to Trimmer the Yancey Gang. I am going to 1-2 Punch the Yancey Gang.
Okay. Dead.
Stun an enemy creature. If the creature is already stunned, destroy it instead. And then I will play Groggins. And it is your turn. I will draw 4.
Now Forge.
I'll say check with 7.
I will say Star Alliance. Play Morpheus. Play Operations Officer Ishii. Play First Officer Frayne so I can capture 1, then capture 1.
Okay.
I'll capture there. Capture there. I will lay the Archons on Morpheus. And I'm done.
Okay. I am going to say Logos, so I'm going to Binate Rupture.
Oh, geez. I played right into your Binary Rupture.
I thought there was like maybe a chance it would work. Binary Rupture is just one of those. It's like a wildly swingy card.
Yeah.
Right. It's difficult to judge accurately. Okay, I am going to standardize testing, which gets 2s and 8s, unfortunately. I am going to helper bot out a rock hurling giant, and I'm going to play Archimedes. And I will say check with 10, and I will draw 5.
Alright, I will say Shadows and pick up the Archive. I will too much protect.
Yikes. Well, that's probably game.
That's tough.
It's probably game.
And I'll play.
Kind of played into it. I guess you're like halfway. Yeah, it's whatever.
I'll oubliette the Archimedes. 1 stun. And your turn.
Alright.
Key forgery happens.
Yeah, so I have to name a card.
That player names a house. Reveal a random card from your hand. If the card is not of the named house, destroy key forgery, and they do not forge that key.
Alright, so I name a house. I am going to name Logos. So it is not of that.
If that card is not of the named house, destroy key forgery, and they do not forge that key.
Okay, so there you go. Alright, I am... This draw is incredible.
Lebat.
I guess I'm gonna say Brobnar here. Rock Hurling Giant is going to Reap, and I'm gonna throw a Calfine at Frayne, and I'm gonna throw a Groggins at Vinda.
Lisvinda.
Yeah, the one that had stuff captured. I am going to say check at 9. I will draw 2. Go ahead.
Forge. I can't remember if it was Herp that nominated Zelda or not. You can look in the.
Herp did.
There should be record of it in
the tournament discussion.
Yeah. All right, I'll say Logos. I'll play Hologramophone. I will Positron Bolt the Giants, and I'll play this Eddie. It'll trigger twice. I have 2 cards.
Great. I will forge for 8. I got beat up on the keys. This feels like a sequencing thing.
Mm-hmm.
You'll notice I have not played.
This deck is pretty fun. I can't remember where this deck showed up. Did we figure that out?
It was one of the decks that I opened in one of my Worlds Collide sealed tournaments.
Oh, okay. Oh, did we figure out if it was in one of our team events?
It was either a deck I opened at Indianapolis or at PAX.
Okay.
But I did not play it in Worlds Collide because it does not have board wipes. And I looked at it and basically said, this does not have an Axiom. This does not have any way to deal with a large Saurian board.
Yeah.
You gotta go. There's cool stuff going on in it. But you gotta go. Alright, I am going to say Dis. I'm going to play Lash of Broken Dreams. I am going to exhume the Helper Bot. I think. Actually, no. I am going to exhume Calfee. No, that doesn't work. It's the Helper Bot. Okay. I'll exhume the Helper.
Crusty Mop Swapper. Okay. There you go. That's who did it. There you have it.
Helper Bot is going to let me play Gengar Chieftain. The Rock Hurling Giant is going to fight Yishi. And then I am going to Pain Reaction Eddie. For some reason I was thinking that I could both get Calfeen and the Gengar into play that turn, but not on this Dis turn.
I see.
Because Calfeen into Yishi is really good, because that sets the pain reaction up to kill both the Yishi, the Eddie, and do a significant amount of damage to the Morpheus. Alright, I will draw 4, and it is your turn.
Hey, Logos. Play a Titan Guardian. Play Babbling Bibliophile. Play Information Exchange. Exchange some information. I'll play an Igor. Live in the Dream. 1, 2, 3.
Yikes.
This, and then trigger again.
I'm about to get drilled.
I will Thorium Plasmate. Leave the Helper out where he is.
Sure.
I'll use Hologramophone. I'll Reap with Eddie. And I check with 8.
Okay, so the only way I can keep the game going is by playing Dust Imp and using Lash. It's your turn, I'll draw 1.
I do any number of things.
Yep, that's that.
Yep.
You can generate enough to win the game. I drew the Help from Future Self now. With it was like with sub 10 cards in the deck.
Well, I'm gonna show you how it's done, Nathan.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you how to draw Help from Future Self early in the game.
Yeah, can't wait. Can't wait. That's the one skill I've not learned how to maximize in Keyforge, is how to play either Time Traveler or draw Help from Future Self.
This deck, if nothing else, is super fun.
Yeah, there's a lot of really cool interactions in it. The taxing, like the key forgery into the TMTPs, there's just a lot of stuff. I mean, I think Zelda's good against decks that, when the time I was coming back in the game, there were not a lot of turns where I felt like I pulled ahead of Justin in that game, but the times where I was making progress in that game was when I was attacking Justin's board.
Yeah. With
Brobnar stuff. But and removal. The Brobnar Nibirius ended up probably being more key, right?
I feel like there's just so many, like almost all the creatures in that deck are very impactful while sitting on the board, right?
Yeah.
They're just really good.
They have to go.
Yeah.
Right. So
Like Calphine can do some work against it, that's for sure.
Funny enough, the Morpheus has that one armor, which actually puts it out of range on a lot of the removal.
Mm-hmm. Morpheus has been sitting around with Zelda way more often than I.
Well, it's got the 2 Yishis, right?
Yeah, there's 2 Yishis in the deck, so it's easy to protect it. Yeah, getting earlier exhumes was rough. Yeah.
Right. I drew them at the wrong time.
It was
like I said,
like drew in a weirdly bad order.
Yeah, I mulliganed a hand that in retrospect was way better, but I couldn't get past. I couldn't draw and play the stuff I wanted to play first, right? If I draw the helper bot, the hand is a lot better because the helper bot probably dies pretty often, and then I can start exhuming it and get the hand to flow. I like drew the stuff that just didn't do anything. The Binate Rupture was good, but it probably cost me the game, right? It's hard not to play into too much to protect there since I was behind and he had just stopped the key. So
it was sitting in the archive anyway. So
an error occurred while placing your bet.
Uh-oh. Let's try it.
Go red. Piper.
Uh-oh.
I am going to close this. There was a little bit of like a lag when I was trying to close out the other one, so I'm going to close this one. Yeah, let's close this. Let's refund everybody the points, everybody's points. Now back. Let's go back to the contests. Waiting on. Okay, now it's blank. Okay, it looks to be some server lag on Stream Elements side. Now, it was about a year ago they had
the database deletion.
Yeah, they lost like a month worth of data. I'm willing to bet probably a ransomware attack.
Yep. There's like, well,
if I had to
goodbye.
guess, using my knowledge, probably a ransomware attack of some kind. It's just streamer data. It's not in it like they would have to report on it, right?
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, so we will start a new bet.
Please try bets. I see that you've tried a bet. I guess if this one didn't go through, then this game's not getting bet on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Huh? Excuse me? Like I said, this feels like server lag. Ooh,
there
okay.
it is.
Yeah, there you go, right there. Okay. Yeah.
Bets with real money. Stop the steal of Amber. Okay.
Who won that? You did.
I rolled 12. I would call this a hand I would keep.
I'll keep my hand. Oh yeah, that's some server lag right there.
I'm gonna say Logos. I'll play a Helper Bot and Pain Reaction.
Okay.
Your turn.
I am going to say Shadows. I'm going to Oubliette the Helper Bot. I am going to play Keyforger. I'd rather get the Time Traveler. I'll play Umbra. I feel like Nibirius has lost before because of Oubliette.
On a Time Traveler? Or
Yeah.
on Helper Bot? Yeah.
Yeah. So I was going to Oubliette whichever one you played first.
Yeah.
So, all right, I will draw 3. So you go ahead.
I'll say Logos. I'll Binate Rupture, I guess.
All right. Fair enough.
I will play Time Traveler. Now that he's safe from the Oubliette. And I'll give him some rocket boots. Your turn.
All right, I am going to say Starlights. I'm going to play an Ishii. I am going to play a Frayne. We'll just capture on herself. I am going to zap the Time Traveler so that he may be exhumed multiple times. And I'll play a Commander Chan, and it is your turn. I will draw 4.
Say Dis. I'll play Exhume.
Yep.
For Time Traveler.
This happens for the rest of the game.
I will play Exhume. I will play Shadow of Dis. I will discard Pit Lord. Play a Dust Imp. Your turn.
Alright, so all of my creatures are blank. I am going to say Logos. I'm going to play a Hologramophone. I will play a Thorium Plasmate and do nothing. I am going to Information Exchange and steal 1. And then I am going to play a Titan Guardian. And it is turn. I will draw. So you check with 6.
I'll say Logos. Play a Standardized Testing for 5s and 2s.
2 and 5.
I get 2 from the
Dust Imp.
And then I'll play another Standardized Testing for 4s.
Yep.
The most standard of tests. And that's it. Check with 8. And you do Forge.
Okay. Forge. I will say Logos. I am going to Thorium Plasmate. I am going to play an Eddy. And I will archive a card. And I will draw 3.
So key forgery happens.
Yeah. So
I will say Shadows. So if it's Shadows, I forge. If it's not, I don't forge.
correct.
Timer Eclipse.
It is Shadows, so you do forge, but key forgery is still around.
It's still around, yep. Okay, I'll say Barabnar. I'll play Grok. Ganger Chieftain into the Eddy, make you lose 1. Play Calphine. Discard Charmer. I gotta pay 7, yeah. Your turn.
Alright, I will say Shadows. I'm gonna Kymor Eclipse.
I blew that Camera Eclipse. I knew those there.
Yep.
Mods. Want to become famous?
SS123. The SS is not welcome in this chat, by the way.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, mods. Queezed 7.
Okay, so Avenda, Yancey Gang, and I will draw 4. Go ahead.
That's pretty scary.
I'm not talking about the Secret Service.
I will say Brobnar. I will play Groggins. Into the fray, the Ganger Chieftain. Play Calphine. Fight Avinda, fight Yancey Gang. Your turn.
I am going to say Logos. I am going to play Telltale Vapors. Draw 2. Arc 1. I am going to play a Hapsis. I'm going to play a Babbling Bibliophile. I am going to ward the Babbling Bibliophile. And then I am going to Positron Bolt the Calphine. And I will draw 3.
Okay. I'll say Brobnar. Fight Avinda. Fight the Bibliophile. I'll play Grok. 1-2 punch to stun Hapsis. The old fighting Brobnars.
Alright, I will say Star Alliance. I will put my archives into my hand. I am going to play Operations Officer Ishii. I am going to play... I'll deploy Nurse Soto here and heal damage from Hapsis. I will put a quadricorder onto Nurse Soto. I will put a Frames Blaster onto Nurse Soto. The deck has Light of the Archons, right? So I can always draw into it. And I will play Xeno Training. So I'll put one on Hapsis. I'll put one on Ishii. I think Soto's already like a good rock hurling giant target, so I don't want to like overload Soto anymore. And it is your turn. I will draw 3. Go ahead.
Hey Logos, I'll play a Finger Trap. I will play Help from Future Self.
Yeah. Always nice to see a functional Brobnar. It's AoE Brobnar. Love it. Yeah, yes, there are some bad cards in AoE Brobnar.
But it's not Worlds Collide Brobnar.
Gargantus Scrapper probably being the most egregious. I think Gargantus Scrapper is probably the worst card in Brobnar, and that's saying something.
I guess the Grumpus Tamer package we proved that was like garbage.
But the thing is, the Grumpus Tamer package is at least neat, right?
You pre-banned the bot while taking a Mythic Plus. Very impressive. Very well done.
I think the
it is interesting.
Yeah, I think the Grumpus package is fun neat. Stuff. It's not good.
Yeah,
but I think it's neat. It is card advantage in some way, right? The Grumpus Tamer can
play Time Traveler. Play Archimedes. No, I'm gonna standardize stuff, which is gonna kill my stuff.
2s and 8s.
Yeah, but it'll
at least archive that.
And I will discard Binding Rupture. And your turn.
Alright, I am going to say Star Alliance. I'm going to play Science Officer Morpheus. Light of the Archons is coming on Nurse Soto. This is the best Nurse Soto has ever been.
6/3. Yeah, it's pretty good.
This is the Star Alliance I love to play. The Voltron Star Alliance. I just love that. Alright, I am... Ishii is going to Reap. And then Nurse Soto is also going to Reap, and I'll Frames Blaster and shoot Grok. And when Nurse Soto reaps, Nurse Soto gets to capture 1 because of Ishii. And your turn. I will draw 2. I'll say check with 6.
I'll say Dis. I'll play a Schuler and steal 1. I'll play a Lash. And I'll play Dustin. I'm done. Trying to get information exchanged.
Yeah, it's down there.
Okay.
I am going to say Shadows. I'm going to Hawk the Leash. I will play a Ronnie, who's going to steal, then steal again. I will play a Hugger Mugger, who's going to capture, then capture again, but there's nothing left to capture. And then I'll play a Javinda. I will say check with 9, and it is your turn. I will draw 2, and then shuffle, and draw 2 more.
No, I'll say Logos.
You read Nurse Soto. Nurse Soto is uncommon. You read Medic Ingram. Medic Ingram is common.
Play Time Traveler. Play Archimedes. Play Standardized Testing.
2s and 5s.
6s, right?
6s. Oh, Nurse Soto. Nurse Soto. 2, 2, 2, 6.
And I'm done.
If this deck had a walls. Woo!
Yeah.
Woo! This deck would be. This deck is already kind of spicy, but this deck got walls. Alright, so I will forge. I am going to say Star Alliance. I'm going to play Science Officer Morpheus. I am going to zap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll do 3 to Groke and 2 to Schuler. And then Ishii is just going to reap. Let me to 5 to make your Binding Rupture completely dead. And
anyway. But yeah.
It is your turn. I will draw 2.
Say Brobnar. Play Rock Hurling Giant. I will throw Groggins at the Science Officer.
Just kill all my Morpheus.
Throw a Groggins at the Hugger Mugger. I will play this Calfine. Your turn.
Alright, I am going to say Logos. I'm going to play a Babbling Bibliophile. I'm going to unstun Hapsis. I am going to play an Igor and draw 3. Or look at the top 3. We'll put that in the hand. I'm going to discard Oubliette and Kymor. I am going to play Igor. I was trying to live the super dream, but you kept killing Morpheuses.
Just heal through 12 cards. Yeah.
I will draw. I will discard Information Exchange and Avenda. I am going to play an Eddie. I am going to Positron Bolt Calfine. You're not going to believe the amount of damage that is going to come from... Oh, I'm sorry, Eddie's got Archives card. I am going to Thorium Plasmate the Rock Hurling Giant over and do some damage, and then I'm going to Thorium Plasmate Calfine to death. I am going to Hologramophone Eddie. That turn would have been insane with the Morpheuses.
Yeah.
Good lord. Okay. And your turn. I will draw.
Oh. I super lose. I can fight Schuler into something and then exhume it. That's
I think this matchup is awful.
It's pretty bad.
I think this matchup is unwinnable.
I did a lot of killing stuff and it did not matter.
This matchup is bad.
It's pretty bad.
It felt bad.
I needed the BDQ at some point.
Yeah, but you end up in the classic Nibirius thing where you're shuffling like one half of your deck and you keep seeing that.
Yeah, and I needed stuff that was in the other half.
Yeah.
Not great, Nibirius.
Yeah.
Not great.
I think Nibirius is the worst deck that we had that's won a tournament.
Yeah, definitely.
I think there's a lot of sweet stuff that it's doing, but I think the sweet stuff that deck does pales in comparison to the sweet stuff that can happen in other sets.
Absolutely.
So
Zelda is definitely a banger. I agree. I like it. It does a lot of fun stuff. I'm excited to see what else it does in the tournament.
Yeah. Sorry,
it could be the sleeper winner.
Sorry, Nibirius. Zelda is awesome.
It is really cool.
Awesome.
It's so fun to play. You're drawing so many cards and doing things.
Yeah. It's like it's all of the fun stuff from Worlds Collide and the good version of the fun stuff.
Yes.
Right?
It gets offensively powerful Toki next.
Ooh, okay. I think it actually likes that matchup.
Maybe. Toki can deal with boards a lot.
Yeah. But that deck it can
reload a board. Yeah.
It just generates a board that says deal with me.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So okay. Alright. Are you willing to behave now? Fast match, good lord. Next. Andres. Jackfeet. Right, so I was playing Andres in the KFPL in my lineup. I only played it the one time. I played it versus Z and then punted. But it was in the reverse game, the reversal game. I punted against Andres.
Jackfeet is the big destroyed effects deck. I remember now. And redacted. Does Andros have a...
It just got a poltergeist.
It has a poltergeist, okay.
Yeah. Okay, looks like the hamster wheel is spinning back again at Stream Elements. So
this should be a pretty spicy matchup.
This, that deck, it does the lots of purging, right? It's the Bizarro purging.
It does have
deck.
Infernus, yeah.
It's got Cyber Clone,
Implosion. It's got Cyber Clone. Yep.
Yeah.
So it's like piecemealing.
Yeah. It can take out random pieces.
Yeah.
Now famously Andros didn't care about purging, right?
Right.
That's the secret to Andros, is that all of my cards are expendable. So
you have stealth mode.
yeah.
No, and TMTP.
Stealth mode is good. Alright, what am I? Shadows wise. Rad Painting is the big one.
Yeah. Andros did beat Light Tasker in the finals. Yep. It gambled its way to victory. Oh man, speaking of which, you ready to gambling den?
Yeah.
Ready for some gambling?
I think
dens?
one of our greatest recorded games is the Gambling Den game.
Yeah.
So if I need to go back and watch that game because I can't remember what happened in it, but I know both of us gambled like 10 times in that game.
Yeah, it was absurd.
I think there were like 6 consecutive misses, something like that, right? Like it was like you missed, I miss, you miss, I miss, you miss, I miss. It's just like keys, just whole keys of Amber lost.
Also, y'all excited for this COVID vaccine? TTR Con is on the horizon, baby.
Yeah.
Once we are like the last group of people that should get vaccines, but like once we do,
it's being healthy between the ages of
that don't leave the house. They don't have to leave the house for work.
Yeah, we don't have to leave the house for work.
Yeah.
Being between the ages of who won that role?
I did.
Okay.
I drew 7 for some reason, so I guess I did.
Between the ages of 25 and 40. Streamed on Twitter. Yeah, we'll have to figure out a way to stream it. So.
Oh yeah, we'll if we're running a con, I feel like if we don't stream it, we're doing something wrong.
Yeah.
So we gotta figure out how to do that. Get to shave tonight. Oh yeah, definitely.
Summer.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
So maybe a year from now. Okay, tentatively December 2021.
They'll probably get it to like frontline people. I mean, they're starting to roll it out to like nurses and
our
hospital staff
ex-roommate, the guy who just moved out. He worked in a hospital, and he's saying that he's getting it soon. So.
He's getting it next week.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Gambling Den is a lot more fun in person. I do agree with that.
Tax time frame, yeah. Tax Unplugged for December.
Yeah, we'll plan around.
We obviously would not schedule this for something that's gonna.
I get a feeling major. So here's the thing: major events have to cancel so far ahead. That's what we're banking on, is our ability to be slightly more nimble. We can make a decision in a night, right?
Yeah.
Like we're like, okay, first person in chat that says so and so, that's the date we're scheduling. You know, that's the kind of like planning we can do.
First hotel manager in chat to give us space.
But if we were like a PAX or something like that, like there's so much scheduling that would have to go.
No, yeah, it's still not a cure, but it's a way. A preventative measure goes a long way. Getting rid of the virus.
Well, I feel like if we decide next December, we can probably reserve it probably 3 months in advance.
Mm-hmm.
And so come September or whatever, if we're still looking like it's got if next December is looking like this December, it's not happening. So
all right, I'll play the spike trap.
I am
Yeah, we'll just have it in my house.
going to say this. I'm gonna play Obsidian Forge. Does that deck have Borrow?
No.
Okay. And then I'll play Misery Exploit.
I don't think it has any.
It's your turn. I'll draw 3.
Because I think the top cut decks did not have any
Artifact
removal. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play a Munchling and a Q mix. Your turn.
Alright. I am going to say Shadows. I'm going to play Hit and Run. I'll do 2 damage to the Munchling. I'll play Umbra. I'll play Manchego. I'll play Hidden Stash. And I will archive this. And it's your turn. I will draw 5. The empty office. Yeah. By that time next year, we'll have an empty. Well, there'll be plenty of empty office spaces. I got a feeling.
Yeah, I'll say Dis. I'm gonna mark of Dis the Manchego.
Okay.
I will play Imp Spectre. Nah, I won't play it. I'll go ahead and crack Spike Trap. I will play Implosion. I will play a Pain Reaction. I will play Infernus. And Spectre and Brabble. Get Hidden Stash, and I'll get the Hit and Run. Your turn.
Okay. I have to say Shadows, so I will play No Safety in Numbers. I'll get one, Brabble will destroy it, and then Imp Spectre will purge a card from my hand. Oh, that's a good one.
Man, yeah.
That's a good one.
Oh boy.
Brought you good.
Say logos. Pick up the archive. Play QMX. Play Redacted. Play Smoko. Play Even Ivan. Play Infomorph.
Index creatures do not care about dying.
No, they sure don't.
I will say Star Alliance. I am going to Quintrino Flex 4s, choosing Infomorph, and all the 4s die. And then I'll play First Officer Frayne and a Commander Chan. Frayne will capture one herself. And then I'll put a Light of the Archons on Frayne. Make her slightly more resilient. And it is your turn. I will draw 4.
Say Shadows. I will play Vandalize. Draw a card. Ooh. We'll discard this Ronnie.
Okay.
I will play Rad Penny and draw Steel. I'll Opportunist the Smoko. I'll play a Dark Wave. Mix dice.
Takes 1. Takes 2.
And I'll say check with 7.
Alright. I am going to say this. I'm going to put my archives into my hand. I am going to play a Binding Irons. I am going to Exhume Ronnie.
Oh, dang.
Got him. I will play 2 Rot Grubs. I am going to play Dentrix, and then I'm going to play Buzzle, but I'm not actually going to purge anything, because I think this is the kind of board that I feel like I can tell you to deal with, you nerd. And then I will draw.
Alright, I'll say this. I'll play 2 Dominator Baubles. Discard Gateway to Dis, and I'll play Skixuno.
Alright, you dealt with it,
That
nerd.
dies. This gets archived.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I had 2. So 9.
This deck is sweet.
It is sweet. Ember captured. You had Amber captured?
I gave it back.
You did?
I believe I did. I think you threw it away. That's what you did.
Oh.
I think I pushed it towards you. I don't know. We'll let the
Frame
did have one.
Drop chain.
It's possible I scooped it off. So
your turn.
Right. I am going to say Starlights. I'm going to play Driscoll. I'm going to play Kirby. I'm going to play Ingram. Ingram is going to ward herself. And Kirby is going to Poltergeist the Redacted. I got a feeling. The key cheat. The person who key cheats will probably win this game. And I will draw 4.
I'll say Shadows. I will Dark Wave. Heal that medic. I will play a Damo Thief and a Subtle Auto. Drop chain, draw 3.
You watched me throw it away? Fair enough. Thought I handed it back. A dongle.
Got the dongle.
Alright, my turn. I am going to say Star Alliance because using Driscoll here to heal 2 from Kirby to gain 2 is simply too good. Ingram is going to reap. That deck does have Effervescence, right?
It does.
Okay. I will reap with Ingram, who will ward herself. I am going to reap with Kirby. I am going to play Information Officer Gray. I am going to show you the Evil Eye to archive it. And Kirby gonna let me play a sack of coins. And so I've got 9 damage. Skix Uno needs 8 to die. Subtle Auto needs 1, so I'll do 8 and 1. And I will say check with 9. It's your turn. I will draw 4. This is one of those Star Alliance boards that keeps slowly creeping up.
I'll say Logos, pick up the archive. I'll Effervescent.
Okay, so I will lose 4. It's rounded down, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so I will lose 4.
I will play QMX. Draw. Play Nobu Dynamo. Play Infomorph. I will Diametric Charge that Driscoll.
She just takes over the game.
Yeah. And I'm done.
She just absolutely takes over the game. Okay. I will say Star Alliance. I am going to put my archives into my hands, and I am going to play Kirby. Kirby is going to play Evil Eye. I am going to reap with Information Officer Gray. I will show you Rock Grub, put into the archives. Medic Ingram is going to reap. I am going to heal Kirby and ward. Then this Kirby is also going to reap. I'm like torn as to whether I should play this card or not. Screw it, I'm doing it. Too much to protect. Okay, and then I am going to zap. Got 3, right? So I will zap I'll zap the QMEX and then dump 2 into the Infomorph. Okay, I will say check with 11, and I will draw 4.
Try the turn, let's discard this engineer. I will
shuffle and draw one more.
Call shadows. I'll look over there, Kirby, steal 1. And I'll fight it with his Damo Thief to steal 1. I will play Reckless Rizzo, play Rad Penny, draw, steal, and I am done.
I will forge. Get the other red in your hand. 8. It's Shadows time, I guess. I'll play Gambling Den. Get the Reckless Riddler right there, though. I don't have a way to stop it. I have any removal in my hand. I guess I gotta say Shadows. Play the Gambling Den. Play Hugger Mugger. Play a Venda. I'll discard Bad Penny. And it is your turn. I will draw 4.
Will not gamble.
Okay, yeah. It's a good time to play it since you don't have a deck.
I'll forge.
And you're probably going to steal
I'm going to discard the Schemax to the Nobu Dynamo.
Okay.
I
get a feeling you're going to steal all of my Amber, so... I had like 5 creatures in my hand, so even with the Kirby, I didn't have like a good opportunity. Because with Kirby and Gray, you can take a 1 or a 0 card hand of Star Alliance and still feel like you're moving through the deck and getting a lot of extra actions. So
yeah, I'll say Dis. I will play Break Key. I will play Brabble.
Okay.
I'm gonna Dominator the Rizzo to steal 2.
Yeah.
I will Dominator Nobu into Information Officer. And I am done.
Okay, I will gamble. I am going to say Star Alliance. It's not. I am...
Goodbye, Amber.
Yeah, it's gone. I am going to say Dis for the turn. I will put my archives into hand. I am going to play Eterome. I am going to play Evil Eye. Keys cost plus. I am going to play a Buzzle and purge Eterome. Ready. Buzzle's going to fight Reckless Rizzo, since Rizzo does not have elusive right now. And then I am going to play 2 Rot Grubs. And it is your turn. I will draw 4.
Okay. I will start the turn. Nobu Dynamos will discard the Cyberclone. And good gamble.
I have Evil Eye.
Okay, so I don't want to gamble. So I'll say Shadows for the turn. That would have been super sneaky check. I will play.
It's kind of why I had to use it right now.
Yeah. Play a look over there on Avenda, steal 1. play Dark Wave.
Okay, the grubs are dead. Venda is dead. Puzzle takes 2. Wards are gone. And Mugger takes 2.
I'll play Rad Penny. I'll fight the Buzzle with this Red Penny. And that's it.
Alright, I am going to gamble with this. Gamble with this. Okay. For my turn, I am going to say Star Alliance. Say shadow. No, I say shadows for the turn. Hugger Mugger is going to fight the Infomorph. And I will play Ronnie to steal 2. I will play No Safety in Numbers. And it is your turn. I will draw 2.
Much safety. Alright, Novu will discard a card and I'll forge.
Yep.
No gambling. Oh, no. I have to. So it's both start of the turn triggers and then the forge key step, so I couldn't cheese that.
Yeah.
Alright, I will say Dis. I'll play an Inspector. I will chain reaction Ronnie. I will Implosion the Imp Spectre and the Medic Ingram. And purge a card from your hand. Rock Grub. Okay. Solid. I'll Dominator to fight the Kirby with a Red Penny. I'll Dominator to Reap with the Dynamo. Here. Jeez.
Sorry, I didn't mean to smash into the table there. I am going to say I'll just go with my gut and say Star Alliance. Nope. I am going to say Star Alliance for my turn. I'll play Driscoll and Commander Chand, and then I'll zap Node. Basically nothing. And it is your turn. I will draw 4.
Okay.
Stop the violence. Yeah, I wish.
I'll say Shadows. Play Bow. Oh, I have to do a thing. I'll discard this. Okay.
Yeah. I wish I could kill this Nova Dynamo. I don't know if I have a good way to kill this Nova Dynamo. This Nova Dynamo has been in play for far too long.
Play Bow, play a Rad Penny. Play Opportunist.
I really despise Rad Penny.
Alright, your turn.
I will lose the game because I don't have any Amber control. I have a too much to protect, but that doesn't do anything here. I have Sack of Coins, doesn't do anything here. I feel like this was going to get to the point where I was just going to end up playing against the same Rad Pennies 8 times.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, that's game. Don't have any Amber control. Stop that keys. All the rock rubs are dead. Yeah. Yeah, Bow 2. I feel like this deck can win this matchup.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It was dicey there for a little bit. The Star Alliance guys were putting me in a hole.
Stupid Jack Feet though. I lost. I mean, I feel like if I don't lose that turn to Shadows earlier, right? I wanted to establish the Star Alliance stuff 1 turn sooner, but I had to take that awful Shadows turn. Yeah, it was. How much? Like I stole a bunch of Amber, right, and blew up a bunch of Amber. And then, but that like paled in comparison to the things that were done to me in that game, right? Andres needs like a few good turns. Right, yeah, that was the problem. Is like I just need a few good turns with any of my boards. The turn, I had to take the turn off from playing Star Alliance, and that's like when I immediately started losing the game. Right? The turn where I had no Star Alliance cards in my hand, I had 5 creatures. I couldn't, like, so that meant Kirby couldn't do anything. Could only archive 1 card with Information Officer Gray. Yeah, it really did. It gave me a lot. I mean, it got the Effervescent hit me for 4. How much Amber was destroyed in that game? There was a lot of Amber destroyed. There were at least 5 Rock Grubs played, I think.
Not to mention the gambling dens.
Yeah,
destroying.
Yeah,
stuff.
Well, that was my own fault, right? Like I probably shouldn't have gambled, but I was so far behind at that point. The only way to get into the game is if I hit every gamble for the rest of the game, right?
I'm gonna be honest. If Andres loses here, I don't know how Light Tasker loses a match. There might be. I don't know. I just don't see how. We'll see though.
It was. I think it was more than 6 stolen. It felt like more than 6 stolen. Rizzo got 2. Rad Penny was played like 4 times.
Yeah, there was a lot of.
Plus, there were.
And a
Look Over There was played multiple times.
Yeah, 2. At least 2 Look Over There's.
I had like 3 stolen from me. Keyforge Douglas. Appreciate that. How's it going? Just a moment. It's possible it was correct to go after the Dominator Bauble since
instead of the redacted
because I got beat up by Dominator Baubles that game, and as long as Novu Dynamo was in play, you bounced between Dis and Shadows for much of that game because Novu Dynamo was just throwing away all of the Logos cards.
Yeah. Dynamo got just so much extra Amber.
Yeah, there's no way to. I could sack coins it
for a 10. Yeah, but it's like that's it.
That's it.
That's all Andres has.
The removal in that deck is very spotty.
Yeah,
it wants to use its creatures, right? Like Eterone would be a good way to get rid of it.
Wake up, Eddie Treat.
So bored.
I'll get his new Bark Box toys or Bark Box treats that he got.
Oh yeah,
he got some Christmas ones. We'll get a brand new bag. I'll throw the rest of this old one because it's a month old at this point. So. I'll be right back. Goodbye, Gobble Gobble.
Oh, he's gone now. He was taking the treat bag. Eddie is out. Ran after it. Eddie's already destroyed the toys from the Bark Box.
We got good beef.
Good beef.
Charlie Brown's good beef.
This was a Charlie Brown themed box. There was a Woodstock and a Snoopy, which Eddie has dismantled.
Get some good beef there. Yeah, he chewed the ears off of Woodstock and the feet off of Snoopy. So, yeah, they're still somewhat intact, but they will be disemboweled.
So Woodstock can't hear Snoopy screaming for his life, and Snoopy can't get away.
Cherry cut.
I think I did. Good beef, Charlie Brown.
Some good beef.
4 days of teaching until Christmas break.
All right.
What I roll?
A 2.
Okay. Haven't managed to catch Mando yet.
Oh man, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I think I mulligan this hand.
I will keep. Shame nobody got to see that ridiculous tongue wag that Eddie did.
Dang. I'll just put it on
the full tongue display. Do it again. He's on the verge. So close. The tongue out. Tongue out. Tongue's out for Eddie. No. No interest.
Just gonna look at
Not
you.
at all. You're looking at me. You're looking at Justin now? The tail wag.
Okay.
Enjoyed this season much more than the last one. I think so. I think the first season they tried a bunch of stuff because they didn't necessarily know what was going to work, right?
Play even. This one's definitely more of a overarching story. The first season was like serialized, which I liked that. But I like the season 2. So
yeah, but this one is just here's what's happening. I am going to say Logos. I'm going to play QMax and draw a card. And I am going to Diametric Charge a Venda for 1. Then I'll play Even Ivan. And it's your turn. I'll draw 2.
play Star Alliance. I will play a stealth mode. I will play Dr. Driscoll.
But that got purged. I think that's why I lost the game. I did not have a stealth mode at all. If I go to Forge, and I stealth mode, that is a guaranteed key.
Yeah.
Right? That's why I lost the game. Easy.
I'll zap for 3. Guess I kill the QMax and do 2.
Okay.
To the Ivan.
QMax go to the archives.
And your turn.
I will say no action, so I'll say Logos, put archives into my hand. I am going to play Titan Engineer. I'll play QMax and draw. And I am going to just Reap with Even Ivan because you got some dongles out. And it's your turn.
I'll say Starlight.
Mandalorian, I believe, is what we're talking about. So
I will play a Kirby. I will use Kirby to play No Safety in Numbers.
okay, so take 3. Everything else is dead.
I will play a Frayne. No, I want to play Kirby here.
Okay.
I'll play Frayne. I'll capture 1 onto Frayne. I'll capture on the Avenda. I'll capture on Driscoll. I'll use Driscoll to heal the Engineer.
Yep.
To get 2. And I'll say check with 6.
Alright, I am going to say this. I am going to play Dominator Bobble. I will Infernus. I think both Stealth Mode and Zap are good targets.
Goodbye.
So I have this Mark of Dis. I don't actually know if I want to target your Star Alliance.
Not unless you can kill them all.
Yeah. So I think what I actually do is I Mark of Dis a Venda. And then I will Pain Reaction a Venda. You can Shadows me, that's fine. I will draw 4. Go ahead.
Play Shadows. I will play Ronnie. Steal 1. I'll play Too Much to Protect. I will Hidden Stash. And archive a card. I'll play Manchego. Your turn.
Okay. I will say Logos. It's 7 there. I can actually stop the key. I think I say Logos. I will play Infomorph. I think I actually want you to forge 1 key because that way Bow is turned on. So I'll play Infomorph. I'll play Smoko, and I think if I make you pay 7, that's pretty close to the same as like stopping this key or stealing 1 somewhere along the way. So Titan Engineer is going to fight Officer Kirby, and it is your turn. I will draw 2.
Okay.
my Q-Mechs are here. Archives, which I would have played to draw a card. Forgot about the Q-Mechs. Did anybody catch that? No, nobody caught it. Everybody's talking about Mandalorian and other Star Wars shows. So,
alright, I'll say Shadows. I will play Gambling Den. I will Reap with Ronnie. I will hit and run the Titan Engineer. Pick up the Ronnie. Play the Ronnie. Steal one. I will Reap with Manchego. I want to shuffle him in the deck. Do I care? I don't think so. That's it.
all right. I am going to say Dis for Gambling Den. It is a Dis. Get two.
Who's Matt Smith playing? Is he playing Aegon? That'd be kind of weird, but also probably fine. I didn't read any of the casting info for that show yet, but I did love the
Hedge Knight.
No, House of the Dragon.
Okay,
which is going to be like Aegon's Conquest probably.
Ah, okay, yeah, whatever.
I mean, the world of the book that was written about like the Targaryen history is super good, and I would highly recommend it.
All right, we're gonna say Shadows, and I'm gonna ask you if you like
My Amber.
I'm gonna play Rad Penny and steal one.
Apparently, Daemon Targaryen. Okay.
I am gonna play Bow and steal one. I am going to play Look Over There on Manchego.
Okay.
And steal one.
Is there a source material for the Game of Thrones show? Yeah, the books.
I am going to
just read the books. They're real good.
Opportunist.
Oh, it's about the Dance of Dragons. Okay, that's a bit different than the Conquest.
Infomorph. Capture.
Okay.
And I'll play a Demo Thief. And it is your turn. I will draw 5. I'll say check with 7.
Okay. Okay. I'll say Starlance. I'll fight the Q-Mechs.
Okay.
Capture one. I will Ventrino Flux, the first Officer Frayne, and the Smoko. So 4s and 2s.
Okay, so Demo Thief doesn't have anything to steal. You get that back on all my stuff instead, except for Red Pin. But I do archive a card because of Smoko.
Yep. And I will action Driscoll to heal themselves. And get 2. What is this? I will play Medic Ingram. Ward herself. Play Gray. I'll show you a Rock Grub, an archive. On Starlance card. Okay. And that's it.
Okay, so I will forge.
No, I forgot about Gambling down there.
Yeah.
Prob would have gambled.
I am going to say Shadows. Rad Penny is going to fight Medic Ingram. Shuffle into my deck.
Red Pennies love fighting in this matchup, which is funny.
Yeah. There are like some really good cards in Mass Mutations versus Worlds Collide, right?
Yes.
Like there are some absolute lights out. Lights Out is one, right? But there's some knockdown, drag out cards in this set versus Worlds Collide.
Red Penny is one of them.
Red Penny is definitely one. Worlds Collide decks hate to see this card. Alright, I am going to vandalize you. And draw. I'll discard that because of Exhume. And then I am going to play 2 Dark Waves. Get wavy.
Everything's
They're
pretty
all
dead, huh?
Yep.
No mutants in this game.
And then that's that. I will draw 2.
Okay, I'll say Dis. I'll look up the archive. Play a Dendrix.
Rock Grubs.
I'll play a Rock Grub. Play a Rock Grub. I'll play a Rock Grub. I'll discard Misery Exploit. Play Exhume. What am I exhuming here? Jago doesn't work. We get Ronnie.
This is
Information Officer. I could get.
yeah, Expanses this week, so
I think I'm just gonna get Ingram. Word itself. Your turn.
alright. I'm gonna say this. Oh, I can do I gamble. Blew up a lot of stuff. I don't think it's worth it to gamble here. I can't forge. You are in a position to forge. I will say this. I am going to implosion the Ingram. I am going to gateway and draw and get 3 chains. I will play Imp Spectre and Brabble. I could have gone for their destroy effects there, but I didn't really want to. Okay, I'll drop a chain and draw 2, and it is your turn.
This is
It's dicey.
This is a dicey situation. Let me see if I can.
I think it's probably worth it to gamble there, because if you get the key, you forge it and you like don't have to worry about that amber again. Honestly, I feel like The Expanse is more of a successor to Star Trek than the latest Star Trek stuff is. If you're looking for cerebral science fiction, right?
I will gamble.
Okay.
I'll say Dis.
Oh.
Okay. We did it. Boom. Alright, we're back in it. I will say Shadows. Or do I?
What a hit.
Yeah, I'll say Shadows. I will play Hugger Mugger and discard Bad Penny. I'll sack of coins to do 1 damage to Inspector. I'm done.
I am just 2 amber here. Gambling den. Now this is a pretty good look turn now that I think about it. This is not bad Logo's turn. Okay, I'll gamble. Yeah, I'm gonna gamble. I am going to say Shadows. It's Shadows. Yeah. So for my turn now, instead of saying Logos, I'm going to say Shadows. Yeah, I'm gonna Rad Penny, steal 1, and draw a card, and draw this Rad Penny and play it. And it is your turn. I will drop a chain.
All right, I'll gamble. I'll say Dis. Okay. It was 1-1-1 in my deck right now, so I will play Dis for the turn. I'm going to play Obsidian Forge. I will play Eterome. Actually, before I play the Forge, I'll play Eterome, play Buzzle, Purge, fight Brabble, play Forge, play Poltergeist on the Dominator Bobble, to reap with the Mugger. I'll play Evil Eye. Stop the Gamble Forge. I'm done.
I don't gamble in this case. I will draw, or put markers in my hand and say Logos. I am going to Cyber Clone Hugger Mugger.
Draw.
And draw. I am going to play Humex and draw. I am going to play Infomorph, Munchling, and Novu Dynamo. And then be done. I will draw one and drop that last chain. I'll say check with 6. And I'll let you, if you can hit it the gamble, you hit the gamble.
Ooh-wee.
Is what I'll basically say to you. You just reshuffled, so
yeah,
this is your least likely.
But I feel like you go for it, right? Probably. Okay.
And I mean, you have a non-0% chance to just win the game.
Right. I think you probably take that chance.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just keep getting to the point where you can gamble and try to cheat a key under the
Gamble. For Dis. Thing. Okay. The game continues. Oh geez, now I have a problem. And it's the board. I'll say Star Alliance. Play Commander Chan. I'll play a Dr. Driscoll. I'll play Kirby. Kirby will play Hidden Stash for a card.
Yep.
Your turn.
I am not going to gamble so that I can just forge my key. No Dynamo though. I guess I'll throw away the Effervescent because I think it's outlived its usefulness at this point. Okay. I will say Logos doesn't quite get me there. Logos gets me there with a gamble. But I could also lose to Obsidian Forge. So I am going to say this. I gotta play around the Obsidian Forge. Because you could do something wacky where you say Star Alliance, you play some more creatures, you use Kirby to poltergeist your own Obsidian Forge to forge a key. Like, that is a possibility in that deck. So I am just going to say this. I will play the Dominator Bobble. I am going to reap with the Inspector. I am going to play a Brabble, and then I am going to play Skix Uno for 1 trillion creatures.
Jeez.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 counters.
So lose 1 for Brabble. You purge for Inspector.
Yeah.
Emax goes to Archive. Red Penny's shuffled in.
Yep. So alright, so purging. That, you lost the 1. Rad Penny's getting shuffled. Qmex in the archives. All of this dies. Alright, and we shuffle. Yeah. There's a world where I reap 5 times with the Logos and just try to win off like my own gambling den there. And look at this. Look at this perfect draw 5 to leave 1 card in the deck for the gambling den.
Okay.
Gambling den. That's how we play gambling den. Counting cards. I love that the gambling den actually encourages you to count cards. So thematic.
I will not. Will? Yes, I will. Okay. I'm gonna gamble.
Okay.
For this, because I'm so good at hitting discards.
Gambling den.
Okay. I will say shadows. I'll sack up coins. I'll do 5 damage. Disc Uno. I'll play Umbra. I'll play Manchego. I'm done.
Okay. I will say shadows for gambling den. It is a rad penny. I will say shadows for my turn. I am going to spike trap. I am going to play Reckless Rizzo. I am going to subtle auto.
The game is maximum intense at this point with Gambling Den out, right? Because it could, literally anything could happen. Okay.
I am going to rad penny and steal and draw. And rad penny. I'll put this rad penny on the other side so that way I can spike trap. Okay. Your turn. I will say check with 7. I will shuffle and draw 4. Yes. As long as the draw card rad penny wasn't the last card in my deck. I was drawing 5 out of the 6. That was just like happenstance. I didn't really plan it that way, but it looked like I planned it that way. That's the important part. Now, I can't draw, time travelers. I cannot draw Help of Future Self. But I could draw the rad pennies in the right order. Alright, and I'm drawing 4.
Alright. I gotta say this here. I pretty much just have to Evil Eye. I'll play Dendrix. Play Evil Eye. Play Binding Irons. That's it.
This is the easiest Shadows turn of my life, I think.
Yeah.
I don't gamble. Do not gamble, but I will start my turn by reaping with rad pennies, spiking my rad pennies, killing Umbra and dumping some damage into Dendrix. Oh, I should do this. I should do this in the other order. I play look over there first, so that way the Dendrix dies. See the spike trap. All right, shuffle. See if I can hit the rad penny off the vandalized draw card. I will vandalize. And draw. And to look at the top 3. This is the mind gamesy part.
Restack the deck. Don't worry about it. Don't take the time to do it, because it doesn't matter. You already know Andres can't. I guess I have 200 to protect, right? I think you purged it. No, you didn't purge it.
Where are you? Oh, it must be in the deck. So.
Unless it's in my hand.
Get that. We'll put that like that. Okay.
So yeah, you'd count my cards. You'd decide if you put the most or the least on top. And I'm like,
Yeah.
what did he put on top?
Yeah. Rizzo to steal 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then subtle auto reaps. And go ahead. Say check with 14. Draw 1.
Yep. Can't stop that. I got no TMTPs.
It was actually a mistake to play into
Probably,
that
yeah.
high.
Because I
should have gone to like 8th, so that way Ronnie doesn't stop me.
Just a lot
But
of
that
Starline
amber total
stuff.
looks good.
It does look good. Because Jack Feed, if it gets TMTP'd at that point, it basically can't stop that key.
Yeah.
The champ goes down. Another one bites the
Undress.
dust. This is not a good night for TOC champions. Not at all. They got 2 owed.
Barkus stands with
Adler.
Yeah. The stupid MM decks that just like steal. I swear they steal more than Coda. They steal
like
way more reliably than Coda.
Yeah.
I feel. So
the ones at least that we had that rose to the top in our bracket. Okay. That's it for
J-Feed's got awesome plays.
It does have some sick plays. It's
a scumbag deck in the way that it steals a lot of amber. However, it has a lot of really awesome plays you can make in the deck, so you feel less of like a scumbag because you get to maximize your scumbaggery. That makes sense?
Yeah, it's rough.
So,
especially, and that doesn't even have like the Secret Needle package or the Safe House package.
It's like it's doing others. The rad pennies die incidentally because you're constantly wiping the board.
Yeah, and I didn't do any sort of intros for Nibirius because first of all, we can't play that music anymore. We couldn't play it then technically either, but we super can't play it now. And yeah, that's the main
Why
reason.
don't people like MM Shadows? Because I think the disparity between the good and the bad MM Shadows is very, very high.
And we saw that too. Like there were so few Shadows decks that would advance from round 1 to round 2, but like round 2 was
the
like
conversion rate from round 2 to the finals was insane, right? Like
yeah.
it was yeah, exactly, right. I mean, I think people. So there were Coda Shadows decks that weren't broken that people forget about all the time. It's just like the 5 Urchin decks and all that kind of stuff are what people remember. So
imagine 5 rad pennies. What do you do? What do you even do? It still play DMCA music on the stream safe. That's pretty.
I'm sure what counts as DMCA-able is constantly changing.
Yeah.
So
Mesh wasn't official. Oh, well, that's the end of round 2. This tournament is officially halfway done. Pretty exciting stuff.
Yeah.
Next round is going to be on fire.
I think the games just get the games get crazier.
We start off tomorrow night.
Barkus versus Conphage.
Barkus versus Conphage, yeah. Wow. That'll be crazy. And then Deadclaw versus Blatsoma.
Ooh.
Which is like, these are like underdog decks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Those are decks that got a lot to prove.
Yeah.
And little to lose.
And then
I should say everything to lose.
On Wednesday, Adler versus Light Tasker, which is going to be awesome. And then Scum That Refuses Imps versus Storvik, or Longshin the Only. Yeah. So yeah, we're down to 16 decks.
Deadclaw Gauntlet. I think Deadclaw is a good candidate for the Gauntlet.
I would say so, yeah. That's definitely...
I think Deadclaw does not match up well versus Rush decks. But the board decks, Troll decks, Deadclaw probably does fine against.
Yep. Okay. Mr. Jackfeet moves on to E. Shelley. And that's next round.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like, is it a deck that just gets lucky, right? Like, every time we play on stream, is the deck just getting lucky? Is it just performing up way above what it's actually supposed to perform at? Or, you know?
I think so.
Yeah.
There is a 5 red penny deck.
Gross.
I believe it's common, right? So that's not
Yes, it's not like, yeah. I can see that happening.
As long as the rest of the deck is somewhat good, it could be insane. Okay. Let's stream. Quick stream.
Another thing for the Urchins was like Fagin.
Yeah.
Also always came with 2 Urchins, so Fagin could overwrite. You had like double Fagin then it overwrote, put extra urchins in there.
Yep.
So,
thanks for watching. We appreciate y'all. Of course, always appreciate you. We'll be back tomorrow with more very exciting stuff. Very fun games. We're getting closer to
the belts,
crowning our first champion.
Oh yeah, we gotta get better about showing off the belt.
It's right here.
It's
on my head.
We gotta. He's very asleep.
Extremely asleep.
I don't understand how his front paw is comfortable. It probably looks funny from your perspective, but with the way I'm looking at it, it's like this arm is like bent around that. So,
all right. Everyone have a great night. I'll see you tomorrow.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.